Yo, good evening, everybody. Hi, welcome to the day where we stream. Every Friday we stream. So last Friday, oh wait. Before I get into all these, maybe just like to just talk about our palette again. So we have our limited palette, right? For this month of September, right? We have this guy. No, this palette called the Moon Glow Dupe, right? And I actually gave it like a fancy French name, and I call it the Eclat de lune. I'm not sure what Eclat means, but it sounds nice. Hello, Henry Art. Hello. Hi, Nancy. Hello, Nancy. Good morning. It has been a while. I think last week you were not around, so I was like, hey, where is Nancy? So glad to see you back today. Awesome. All right. So yes, we actually did this one last week, which was Paulo's birthday cake. Yes. So Henry, where are you joining us from? I'm finding this not do I can't take it like I have to kind of keep like when you have something so dark over here, it's not like kind of like mess up with the lighting and everything. Claire, is it Claire? Eclat, Eclat. I'm sorry, it's like let me just type it down. Uh, I'm sorry. Hi, Paulo. It's Eclat. Is it Eclat de lune? What? You live in Philippines. It's 11 p.m. Oh, it's 11 p.m. in Singapore as well. So that's really really nice. Thanks for joining me. Are you into painting watercolor? What do you do? Are you an artist? Do you paint watercolor or do you like other, share with all of us. So as you just kind of do a quick introduction, Nancy's and Paulo is kind of like regulars for the channel. Nancy's in US and Paulo's in Europe. So yay, we're all over the world, which is really really nice. So we have different parts of the we live in different parts of the day. So it's like evening here in Singapore, just like you. And I think Nancy, it's morning for her. Paulo is a good afternoon. So it's like, wow, we're everywhere. So it's really, really fun. Yeah, so this is what I did, and it's a very fancy cake that's made by Paulo over here. Okay, and I was using these three colors, actually four colors. So the focus of our colors, I mean of our palette, you paint with watercolor. Okay. And you love learning about individual colors. Oh, thank you. Hey, Zuhan! Yo, 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 yo! Really? What? Oh, I got to like check out. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like I on YouTube, I watch videos and stuff like that, but I I kind of don't remember people's names so well. So thanks for pointing that out, Zuhan. Yes. Hello, Rap Sophie. Hi, Joe Arman. Hello. Oh, it's you. You are from US. Hey, it's 11 a.m. So early. Oh, and let you guys know, like the crazier timing is actually Zuhan's timing because he's 4 hours. He's 4 hours ahead of us, of me and Hamrit, because we are at 11. He's like what 11, 12, 3 a.m. Are you 3 a.m.? Zhuhan, are you 3? Is it 3 a.m. where you are? What have you been doing to stay out so late? And that's DRJS Pro. That is my hubby over here. He is just watching this from toilet. Oh, this one looks up. Really? Well, thank you. I try my best. I think it's a good paper and good colors, good brand of watercolor. So glad to see everybody. Woohoo! You been watching? What? Oh my god! I have to right. I have to go visit your art, your channel, because I've seen like people say like you have one of the best channels. Like what? How do I not know? Okay, so yeah, poor Zuhuan. Oh, Paulo says it's 4 p.m. over there. Uh huh. Right. Okay, I see. So if you don't chat means that you have asleep. Oops. Okay, so I try to okay, so what we plan to do today is I think I kind of like put it in the video description, right? That I will be painting the Misty Forest. I think I did this poll, like kind of a poll on YouTube, my channel, and I think everybody likes this one. So I will try to attempt to paint this, and I might do a bit of this because I'm gonna show you guys like a very awesome thing that I just got. Like this is like the most like special thing ever. Like most, I have to show you guys. It's like was mind blown by these nibs. They are nibs from Kakimori. It's a Japanese brand. So oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know why. Like it just keep on like I have to just cover this so that you guys can see it. Okay. Oh, hello, Penny in hiding, and we have little Penny in hiding over here. She's like, are you like 2 hours ahead or like behind? I'm not sure, but she's also, yeah, almost everybody's here. Hello, hello. Oh, you made it in time for Kakimori. Yes, yes, yes. So I haven't really started. I was just like kind of talking about stuff and yeah, that's all. And I haven't really started much stuff. I don't know what's wrong with my camera. Like it's just. Hold on, hold on. Your Jason Rosavia. No, but he is really sitting in the toilet, so I think it's I shall just leave him there to be happy because I think he kind of relaxes there, Oh, you're 1 hour behind. Okay, cool. Okay, let me kind of just adjust the lighting because the lighting is so bright I can't take it. Like I think it kind of picks up like the lighting around, and if it gets very if the lighting is a bit odd, it will kind of like readjust itself, which is why it's so weird. Like how do I get it back? Hey, go back. Yo. I hope it's back. Like it looks like it's back. Like, oh please. I want to show you guys stuff, but I don't know why. Let me just kind of maybe adjust it so that it goes down a little bit way more because I am gonna write with the nib, so you guys can not. In fact, I'm gonna try to like draw something with the nib, like kind of a very small drawing, and then after that I will try to maybe paint it. I'm not sure. So yeah, let me just adjust. Yeah, okay, great. Okay, maybe just show you guys like about the Kakimori stuff. Okay, let me just kind of adjust, go back to Streamlabs. Yeah, so many people. Yeah, I know, right? It's awesome. Like we have all the regulars today and we have new people. So I'm so happy to see everybody, and yeah, nice because everybody wants to see this one. Is it because everybody wants to see the Kakimori? Okay, so let me just show you guys what these are. So I was alerted to this by Siok Eileen. Okay, she's actually called Eileen. But we all know her as like Siok in our Discord server. So okay, this is not the one that's in focus. The one that's important is actually these two. So these are the metal nibs. They are actually dip pens. This is stainless steel, and this is brass, right? Yes, Harib, the Harib. Yes, I'm so sorry. I only knew it like now. So let me just show you guys how this one looks. It's very interesting, like how they pack it. I really love the packaging. So I ordered this like I think it was just few days back, and I just received it. It's just so crazy. Yeah. Oh no, she'll told it. She mentioned there's this thing, and then yeah, she just kind of like because it's not free to ship, so we had to like consolidate the order, and I got like order of for like I think 5 nibs, and it's a bit cheaper, so which is really good. So I got it for her. Yeah, it's just so good, right? Oh, actually I've come across your she would have chosen the succulent, but I chose it's fine. Okay. No, I'm gonna try to attempt to paint a wee bit of that with after I draw this, so I hope I have time to do both. We try to kind of like make it small. Okay. Yeah, it is Happy Mooncake Festival, everybody. That's kind of like a theme behind the lune thing, because we're doing the our moon glow. So I guess yeah, kind of work. So let me just show you guys. So this is the metal one. You see it's like it dropped off. So this is the one. Can you see how different this is? It's like a bullet shape, and you see all these groove around. Do you know what it's for? It takes a lot of ink. So I have, you can actually buy this and it will kind of fit. Yeah, it's just so beautiful, isn't it? I can foresee the moon coming right up in the Misty mountain painting. Oh, wow. I didn't actually think about that. I might maybe paint a wee bit of the moon. That's a good idea, Rhapsody. Rhapsody always had very good ideas, so Yeah, I always like it. My work just my painting just kind of like the whole idea just elevates it because before after Ratsofi gives her idea. Yeah, we might need a moon. Yeah, definitely. Oh, you have seen this online. So anyway, let me just show you guys. So this one when you mix it, like when you kind of put it together. So this holder is not cheap. It's sakura wood. You want to get one? Oh yeah, I got it from Japan. So the shipping was like I think 3,000 yen, which is okay if you share it with like a few people. So this is the stainless steel one. And it's like I tested it and it's just so awesome because it takes like a lot of ink and you can write a lot with just one dip. So this is a stainless steel one. I don't find a big difference. So I already tested it actually, but I don't find a big difference in the line variation. This is the brass one. So the brass one is special because can you see they actually wrapped it up, and inside the packaging there's actually a desiccant. So they wanted to protect the brass nib from like corrosion, from tarnishing. Because you all know about brass, right? Like it kind of oxidizes. I think it's like oxidized, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, chemistry people. It oxidizes and tarnishes. So can you see it already has a bit of the platina. I don't know what you call that. I think it's the oxide or whatever stuff that's kind of on top of it. So it feels quite sturdy. It's quite heavy actually. It doesn't feel hollow. And then it just kind of like, so this is the brass one. So the brass one looks really, really nice as well. And I think I have to test it now. So I'm not going to use the brass because it's just so delicate. So I'm just going to use the stainless steel one. So far, I think the stainless steel, if you guys are going to get it, I think there is not much of a difference. I'd rather get the stainless steel one because it doesn't write differently. So let me keep this and then I'll use the stainless steel one to just kind of like maybe draw the succulent with one dip in the ink and see how that writes. Okay, so I really like the idea of using dip pens because like the thing about fountain pen is that you need to fill it up and then you need to wash it. You are worried about things blocking up, so there is no worry about blockade when you use a dip pen. So just gonna like, this is I heard that it fits a normal, just a simple a regular holder. So I'm just gonna start drawing, but before that let me just do what I normally do, which is I gotta bring out my washi tapes. What I always do. Oh, I see. You oxidize, gives me oxide and I will have some PR101. Okay, it's gonna be very expensive PR101. I think I can just get it from iron nail or something. I will pull out from a piece of wood. I think that would be much cheaper. So sorry, this is like what I normally do. I will just do that all the time. So yeah. It will be fast, I always have to do this. I think it's like kind of a habit of mine to just put to put the washi tape around so that I get a very nice clean edge. Which one? The brass one? Yes, the brass one. Does it? Yes, the other one is like stainless steel. So this one over here that I have is stainless steel, but they are saying that it might even rust. So what I need to do is after every time I used it, I'm supposed to clean it and dry it and like kind of leave it to dry because it might get rusty. But of course it's stainless steel, right? Otherwise why would we call stainless steel when it shouldn't rust, isn't it? Oh, brass is zinc plus copper. So it will oxidize and give me weird lines. Well, does that happen? Oh, the zinc will oxidize. Okay, that which is why they had to like kind of keep it in here. I mean, I think I'm quite glad that I actually got both the nibs. Oh, oxidizes. I see. Okay, so usually I see. Okay. Yeah. So I actually only wanted to get the brass, but in the end, I was like, why not I get the stainless steel anyway? So anyway, this is the one that came. Like, this is a nice little like printed note. I know it's printed, but can you see like how nice that font is? So I am so thrilled. Okay, so let me start to paint. I will use the it's very rare. Like recently, I haven't been using the um, inks, right, for drawing. So today I'm using Evening Bell. This is from Tramol, from China, Taobao, okay? So like a brown ink, supposed to be waterproof. So I'm gonna use this to draw like maybe one succulent and paint it. It's so interesting. Never used tip pen. Ah, you should try it. Okay, I can show you. I'm not sure why I kept my glass tip pen. I used to have a glass tip pen. I'm not used to, I still have it. I like how it writes. It's regular, it's just so smooth to write. But the issue with the glass tip pen is, you know how small that nib is, how little stuff you get from there. So you see, yeah, I'm just gonna kind of, you know, actually I prepared this. This is from the lab, right? This little tiny tube, this thing here, thing probably Paulo will kind of know what this is. Like most of the labs in the school will have it. Oh, you sewed? No. Oh, so what do you like? Oh, you have Tramos too? Shading ink. Yeah, I have two of the Tramo inks, but it's just crazy. I think the Tramo inks are the two that I have, Pine Forest, and I forgot which one the other one is. They are just too shimmering, and they stain everything, which is, oh, I can't stand. I can't stand inks that stain everything. Another brand that stains everything is the what's that brand? It's actually from Philippines. Vinta ink. It stains everything. Like especially the one that I got was it's red sheening ink. Everything else turns red. Like if you get specks of it everywhere, water drops, it's gonna like, yeah, crazy. So anyway, I just aliquoted. Sorry for that. I am used to saying aliquot. So I just aliquoted it. Okay, I'm gonna just use dip it. So I don't want to introduce the whole thing because I don't want to get this dirty. Okay, so I've been talking and talking, but I haven't been drawing. You guys must be like, okay, get on with it. Draw now. Okay. Before that, I shall make sure that that it does not get. Hold on. I do not want it to like topple over and like create a mess, which always happens to me. So I'm gonna like use my favorite tool, which is yeah, the blue tag, the sticky tag. Okay, I'm just gonna hold this. Okay, go. Hey, CB, yo! Hello people. Hi, CB. Oh, I'm so sorry, CB, about your queen. We all know she passed today, so sorry. Is there gonna be like something like I don't know, memorial or something? Are you okay? Pei Harding says my fountain pen preference are lightweight, no clip or screw cap if possible. Hey, quite close to me. I like. Maybe I'll share my favorite, but I'm gonna start drawing because otherwise you go guys will be like, hey, I like to see what's happening. So you see all these grooves, right? I'm just gonna. I hope I have enough ink. Oh man, I don't have enough ink. What? I'm sorry. Sorry for that. I was so battling getting it's difficult. Really? Pilot VP. You mean the V5 or the V7? I think those inks are like those pens are what we call like very standard school pens. When I was in school, like this is I think it's DRJS Pro's favorite fountain pen or like pen because it writes very well, so cheap. And he mentioned to me like every time he goes for exam, he would actually finish a whole like pen in one sitting because he writes really big and fast. So yeah. Oh, vanishing point. I'm so sorry. Okay. I don't have a vanishing point. I don't really like the design. I think the color's a bit odd, but I like the black one. The mamba, right? Is it a mamba? I think it's really, really nice. Oh, you're not a royalist, so not into the monarchy. Oh, yeah. I mean, to me, like the queen, I know her since, I wouldn't say I know her personally, but I know the queen since a long time. Like when I know about the queen, she's already like an old lady, and she's like still an old lady after so long. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. To me, it's like I am so shocked that there is gonna be no queen anymore. It's just kind of a big shock to me. But anyway, okay, so I already did like once in the dip pen. So I'm gonna just start drawing, okay, without thinking, like without doing anything. I'm just gonna start to draw, okay, so that you guys can see how how long this pen can last. So don't expect like really accurate drawing. Okay, I'm just gonna. So the good thing about this pen, like a lot of people recommend it actually for doing ink and wash. I mean like urban sketching, is because of, can you see how the lines are like just crazy? It's just the variation. Can you see the variation in the ink, the lines? You guys can see that? Yeah? Oh, the vanishing point. I actually haven't. I have the not kakuno, the Japanese kuredas, which is also a pen that we actually use. It's also some what do you call that? Vanishing. No, it's not vanishing point. It's called like a capless, right? But the only issue with that pen is that is not expensive, but it gives a lot of problem. Like I couldn't get it to close properly. Okay, so that's one issue. So in the end, DRJS Pro decided to get me a pen for Christmas, and I got the Dialogue 3, which is also a capless, but it's from Lemmy. So far, it's my favorite. I don't have a vanishing point. Fude? Oh no. Yes, it's Fude. Oh, you want to get? Yeah, that's actually quite good. Okay, cheaper than I thought it was. Okay. Oh, Penny Hiding says you want to get a dip pen. Oh, definitely. You should. You should just get a dip pen to swatch ink. That's the best thing you can do. Because you don't have to clean. Imagine having to fill your ink, right? Your what do you call that? Having to fill your pen every time you wanna draw. You wanna use it for trying out just ink. So I think dip pen is the best. Can you see like? I don't know if you guys have I'm sorry it doesn't look like succulent. Yes. So yes, Fude is the one that has got very crazy angles. It's just kind of like a bent at the like kind of bent at the tip. A lot of us use it. A lot of urban sketchers use it. So this pen was kind of like introduced by Shok because she know like a couple of sketches, and they kind of just they are also mind blown by the variation in the kind of like the lines that you can get. Can you see I could get very thick lines, and then we get very thin lines, and you realize I have not dipped it in yet, like I have not dipped it back into the ink pot yet. So that is just so extraordinary. Like I don't know how they actually, like, what is the sorcery, like how did they do this? I really don't know. Like could be the grooves that they have actually made into the pen, I don't know, into the nib. So yeah, I just if you guys are interested to get like a dip pen for purposes like this, like to kind of test out your inks, I would suggest like you go and like look at this Kakimori nib, because you can get it just goes on forever. I can imagine finishing the whole ink and wash. Like if I go do this ink and wash, I can actually, with one dip, I can draw. I think I can finish the whole painting. Can you see like actually taking, like, didn't it really? Like, really? It's nice? Oh, someone said Besity. What? Pink Pokemon Kakuno. What? So cute. Is that Pei in hiding? Is that you? Oh, if we just disappear without saying goodbye. Oh, sure, no problem. Nice that your wife is going over to say hi to you. This is like, heaven. I'm sure she miss you, and I'm sure you miss her. So yes, we will understand. Don't worry, because we know it's difficult to stay by yourself. Like with your apart from your family. So yeah, always nice to just, yeah, it's fine. It's always nice for them to do a little visit, and if you can, maybe you could do a visit. So I haven't been very. Oh, cool. Okay. Paulo says she has the pilot penmanship. Oh, it's the thinnest nib. Oh, cool. I don't have that. Pilot. I have a few Pilot pens, but I think I quite like the Kakuro. It's cheap and it's like just yeah, you know it's the kind that you can buy three like seven colors and then seven pens, and then you can use it for 7 days. Like you can have one for each day, and you know it still doesn't break your bank because it's just so cheap. I'm sorry, I'm not like so crazy. I'm not very accurate today. I'm just kind of just drawing. Can you see I haven't like actually dipped it in back into the ink? I'm still like drawing. So can you see how amazing this is? So you know like when Silk told me like this is a dip pen, I was like, dip pen for urban sketching? Are you kidding? Can you imagine I have to bring like a pot of ink everywhere every time I go urban sketching? And I was like, no, I'm not gonna give this a try. And then, you know, I don't know what. I think I went and searched the for review, and then I saw like, whoa, you know, you can actually use this deep pen for like a fairly long, like quite a long, piece of drawing, a long piece of you know, they actually for people testing fountain pen, they actually like kind of copied out like text and stuff like that. So I was like, wow, I can't imagine they can actually do that. Yeah, so pretty interesting. Ah, I see. Ah, okay. CV says, oh, the sketches look very nice. Oh, thank you. Oh, okay. Claire is bringing you your kuretake and fountain pen ink. So, okay, cool. That's really nice. Good for you. And I hope then you can spend some of your time, you know, your free time, drawing. Maybe you can start. Would like to see you, you know, join the short front challenge. I think that would be something that could be easy for you to kind of start. If you are like kind of intimidated by the stuff that we are doing with the can you see the like the knit can you see like you can actually do very like crazy thick like the variation, you see the variation, and can you see I actually didn't dip it back and it's still like giving ink. So you guys mind blown yet? I'm not sure if you guys are, but I'm like whoa. Oh, it's kind of okay. Yeah, starting to I think I need to kind of like start to get it in, right? Yeah, I know, right? Can you see it's just holding so much ink that I cannot like what is this? So that's why I say, I think this is as much as I can get. But I think that's fairly like that's quite a lot. But I think it's because some of the ink has dried up. Okay, but this is as much as I can get. We can actually get one of this with this. Edit. Oh yeah, you got them for Christmas, which is really nice. So I'm gonna clean this up. So this is the magic of the Kakimori knit and the Kakimori. I got the holder. You can actually get normal holder. So this is I might try like bring this out for urban sketch. I might be able to, maybe I will, if for A4 I might need to dip twice or three times, but I think it's okay for me. So I think these don't really look like succulents, but yeah, whatever. I'm just trying the pen. So. Okay, so I'm gonna clean up the pen and I'm gonna start painting our Misty Mountain. Oh, no, before we paint our Misty Mountain, I'm just gonna paint the succulent quickly. Okay. AFK but listening. Okay, are you washing dishes? It's just something that I kind of ask instinctively because pain in hiding would like disappear to wash dishes, or kind of like on when we have our stream, which is very cute. Oh yeah, that is definitely one to use on those ink of the cookie. I know, right? Yeah, so but I think it's quite thick compared to what I have. For the I have not kept my ink. Oh no, this is so dangerous. I finally kept it. This is so dangerous. Okay, I think I should like label it just in case. I think it's called the Trammel Evening Bell. Okay, always label. Okay, if you don't, you might. Yeah, Evening Bell. Always label your stuff so that you know what you have. I'm gonna keep this here, and I'm just gonna quickly paint this. So I will keep this I will just keep these first. There. Yes, either and I know, like, cap your pen, right? Always cap your pen. Okay, let me just kind of keep this, and then who's interested in actually these nibs? I think these are really, really interesting. I'm so glad that Siok introduced this. So maybe next urban sketch I might bring them out for sketching. Okay. All right, so let's start painting. So I don't think I need the yellow today, so I'm just gonna keep it at the corner. Today we're gonna use 3 colors, our colors of the limited palette. So I did say, like, we are gonna paint the Misty Mountain, but since I've already done this, I'm gonna just quickly paint this just for the fun of it. Okay. I hope you guys don't feel like you're cheated, because I've asked if I would paint either one, and I painted both. Be like, yeah, then why did you ask us since you're gonna paint too? But they are different. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly paint this, so it will not look like I'm actually, like, yeah. Anyway, okay, so let's paint this. I'm gonna take my water. Just gonna put this here. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna flip it down. So I'll paint the Misty Mountain in a few minutes. Okay, so I'm so touched that Zhu Huan is actually still around. Because it's so late. If I were him, I would have just I would sleep, like, zonk out, like, totally, like, wasted. Okay, we do need to I'm just gonna bring in my little whale, right? I'm just gonna leave this up a bit so that, sorry. Okay, so you guys can see the whole thing. So I think I would say, like, this is more like I'm just trying out. Whoa, what? I drop off. Whoops. Okay, I'm just gonna paint it just because I'm just gonna. So I will just, for this one, this is like kind of like purple, so I'm just gonna use 2 colors, the crimson, pyro crimson, and the ultramarine, and just kind of drop that color in. Okay, so color is ink is definitely waterproof, so no worries about the ink dissolving or things like or stuff like that. Okay, so this is just 2 colors. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of drop a wee bit of that blue everywhere, kind of. Okay, and just kind of need to make sure that some of these we do have a wee bit more water, because just because. Okay, I think I may try to make it a bit more bluish tone. It's part of it. So it's just gonna be like a very quick, like, ink and wash kind of thing that we do, just to kind of use those colors together, just for fun of it. It's really just a fun, like, piece that I just kind of do it, like, just for fun, right? We all doing this. Okay, okay. And then of course here we do have another one, and we have that red that's kind of just picking out, like, a bit like here. So it's just gonna drop a wee bit of a few colors around. Okay, and then okay, I just quite like how that color all just come together. And then we're gonna drop in our Viridian, okay, into the mix. So remember that we are doing our lovely moon glow. Okay, so we're just gonna drop in some of those colors, moon glowish. This is more the Viridian color. Okay, so I'm just putting in the Viridian. So next week we're going to have our show and tell, and we will do our portrait. So who here wants to have, like, the I'm not sure if everyone is, no, not everybody's on Discord, but if you are interested, let me know. I will share the photograph, I guess, and then you guys can try it, try it out on your own. Try out the painting, the portrait that we will do next week. Because it will be a fun portrait to do. It's quite a cute lady. Okay, so do let me know if you want to try out, and if you're not on our Discord server, just kind of, like, let me know. Maybe I'll put it in an announcement or something, so you guys can kind of download it. Okay, took the photograph from what do you call that, what's that program? Sketchy, right? The museum. I already share it on Discord. So if you guys are on Discord, just go to reference photograph and find it. Okay. So now I'm gonna mix these three colors together to make that, what we are aiming to get. What we want to make our moon glowish color. So just gonna make the moon glow. Okay. Whoa. And I'll make it as dark as I can. So now I'm just mixing the moon glow. Okay, I think this is as bad as dark as I can get it to be. And then just gonna drop it in some of these areas that are kind of like the darker areas. Okay, I may have to use more. Okay, I'm gonna make it a bit. So I won't say struggling, but I think this is something that I have to do, which is trying to make it as dark as I can. Okay, that's always kind of an issue sometimes for me, like getting stuff to be like dark. Okay, so just putting in the dark areas. So today we have two, right? I asked I would do one, but in the end I did two, just for the fun of it. Okay, and yeah, because we wanted to test out the ink, and some people like the what do you call it, this succulent, so we do not want to disappoint people. Okay, so there. Okay, just drop this. All right. Okay, so this is just a quick ink and wash of succulents. We will paint our Misty Mountain over here. Okay, right, turn this around. So I'm just gonna let it dry. Okay, and I will oh, got it. Okay, I will paint the Misty Mountain over here. What is this? Okay, so this is without I quite like this color, this combination of colors without the yellow, because I find that adding the yellow kind of dilutes the effect, kind of. Oh, everybody's AFKing. Sure, no problem. It's okay. I'm actually capable of speaking to myself. So it's okay, guys. Go to the toilet, go drink water, go get some snacks. Yeah, and I think we always, at this juncture, we always ask Nancy what she's having for breakfast today. And then I think after a while we will have Paulo go walk his dog. So yeah, it's always interesting to have people join us, and you kind of know, like, into people's life and know a little bit more about them. So yay. And we have Zuhuan sleeping probably. At least till I'm listening. Okay, at least till I have to walk the doggies. Okay. Looks like a hand holding them from left to... Really? Is there? You mean like the photograph? Like, oh, sorry, you mean this one? Oh, you mean here? Well, I don't know. Okay, probably. I don't know. Kind of, I guess. It's not intentional. Paulo says you have to DRJS Pro or else. Yeah. Or else. Maybe. No mooncakes. I don't know. So yeah, we had people over for Mooncake Festival just now. I mean, I call it Mooncake Festival. It's actually Mid-Autumn Festival. And we were just kind of sharing food and just talking about stuff and stuff like that for Mooncake Festival. Mid-Autumn Festival. I keep calling it Mooncake Festival. It's just like the Dumpling Festival. It's not called Dumpling Festival, but I call it Dumpling Festival. Oh, he's right. Listening while drying the toilet, you see. So everybody's listening but doing something else. It's fine. It's just like listening to what do you call that? Podcasts. Like I do that. I do podcast listening pretty often. Yeah. Okay, so this is the Misty Mountain. Definitely not easy. I think there's all these parts that I have to do a lot of wet on wet. Oh, so sorry. Oh, did I make mooncakes? No, we actually bought the mooncakes. A lot of people gave us mooncakes because the nature of his job, he gets like a lot of mooncakes from his patients, so we get a lot of free mooncakes. It's definitely possible to make. So a long time back, we used to in my office we used to make it. It's not difficult. It's pretty easy, but it's just so sweet. So, yeah. But do you know how to make Nancy's? And recipe says she's listening while ironing clothes. So next time I should like kind of ask everybody, while you're listening to me, what are you doing? I'll get all sorts of response. That'll be kind of fun. Okay, so as I was saying, okay, I'm sorry about that like reflection, but this will be wet and wet. I'll be not be painting so much of it over here, and I'll be probably just water, and then I'll just kind of let it just flow down, and I would actually maybe put in the background. Oh, so sorry, the background. What do you call that? The base, and I'll leave this unpainted or very softly painted, and then I'll just kind of top it up with more and more concentrated paint, and we see how that goes. Okay? Yes. Oh yes, he works in the healthcare. So CB says this talk of food, grabbing a Marmite rice cake. Oh, that sounds really nice. I love Marmite. Who here loves Marmite? I love Marmite. I think all Australians love Marmite. I love it. I love it with porridge. Super nice. Yes, DRJS Pro works in healthcare. So pain and hiding, are you working as a physician, or are you working as like kind of a help in the hospital? Just wondering. Yeah, she's in healthcare as well. Very, very cool. Like we have so many healthcare people here, so many scientists, like lecturers, PhDs over here, like all science people. So anyway, Nancy says too hot to bake anything these days. Oh yeah, I heard that there's a heat wave. How is it? How are you faring? I hope everything's fine on your side. Like, can you like kind of stay at home and not go out and? Oh, for this I'm gonna draft. I'm not gonna do like immediately, have it like all down without thinking too much. I have to kind of draft it because I want to make sure. You know, my succulent is just a bit crazy. So for this one, I want to make sure that I don't get it's not as crazy. Yeah, yeah. There. Oh, Paulo says he needs to bake a new recipe for family reunion. Oh, that's really cool. Can you bake something that starts with Q, or like what's after Q? P Q R Q or R or S, because then we can use your what you bake as our reference photograph for our dessert. Um, it's like wow, we're reaching Z. Like I don't believe, like I don't know how this happened. How we have been doing this for so long. But it all started because you know guys still remember Electro Pony. She hasn't been around for a while, so yeah, I know, right? She was the one who kind of mooted for the limited palette challenge, and you know it just kind of carried on, and even though she hasn't been around like locked in for a while, we all kind of miss her, right? Yeah, and we are still doing it, so I think this is very interesting in a way. Yeah, but yeah. Yay. You have a new cake tin. Oh, like is it squarish, round, or heart shaped? Woohoo! Nancy says right now it's raining, so more like Singapore. Oh no, hot and humid. No way. Hi. That is horrible. Like I think it rained today as well. CB says if there's a problem, the RJS will get to the root of it. No, he will crown it up. You're not sure what you're making. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, Asian parents do make you aim really high. Everybody wants to. Oh, yeah, I know, right? Blood is just pretty awesome. Like, I mean, for me, I'm not that scared of blood. I think for me, it's just why did I become not? I think I didn't do physics, and that was kind of a requirement to become a doctor, so I didn't apply. But anyway, oh, the bun cake tin. I do have a bun cake tin, but I don't know what to do with it. Yeah, like it's the kind of thing that you it just gives you a very nice shape, but I guess like I'm a chiffon cake kind of person, so not sure if it will kind of work like a bun cake. You know, it's the kind like looks like a bit like, I don't know how you could describe. It's like it has little segments, right? Like a pumpkin kind of thing. Maybe you can bake a pumpkin cake, but pumpkin is pea. So I think next month we are going to do pea again because I cannot think of anything that starts with a Q for desserts. Did I already talk about like desserts next month? Whoa, 行行出状元. How do you manage to type Chinese? Okay, what that means is actually like he's saying that there are always people who are like really good at in every line of like occupation, any work. So you can be like the best artist, I don't know if that's a thing, best teacher, or you can be the best at what you are, no matter where you are. So yeah, that's something like that. Pretty cool. Pei Hanning says, oh, I think I'm the same, Alice. I watch a lot of YouTubers that don't remember their channel name. Right, like me. Woohoo, high five. Like I can never remember someone's name. So if I don't see how that's spelled, if you just kind of shake hand with me and say, okay, hi, I'm blah blah blah. You ask me 5 minutes later, I'm not gonna remember your name. I'm gonna not remember your face. So, people think I'm rude, but I actually don't remember. So, I'm sorry. Like I'm really bad at remembering people's name and faces. I know I'm like in a disadvantage, but yeah. Oh, Nancy says Queen's pudding. What's a Queen's pudding? Queen's. Did I pronounce it right? Queen's pudding. Q. Let me look for it. Like Q what? QNCE. Queen's. Oh, Queen's is a kind of fruit. Queen's pudding. Oh. Ooh. Oh, what's a quince? Is it like a... It looks really interesting. It's like a pudding. Oh. Ooh. How does a quince look like? Let me just kind of check like what... Is it like a orange? It's a fruit. Oh. It's like a pear. Ah. Oh, that looks really nice. It's like an apple pear thing. How does it taste like? You love? Oh, really? Yeah. Someone said 谢谢你. Oh, 佩林海玲 says 谢谢你. Okay, alright. Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, Queen is like a pear with a bad attitude. Wait, Queen is like persimmon. So is it persimmon or is it a pear? Is it pear, persimmon? Persimmon is the one that's orange in color, right? That's like super soft and sweet. I don't really like persimmon. I think it's too sweet for me. But I have a question. Like, is it alright to eat a persimmon that's super soft? Because in Asia, I think that's what people do. They eat super soft one. Like when I was growing up, my dad buys a lot of persimmon, but he eats them super soft, and I hated it. Like I hate eating persimmon because it's just so soft, and I don't like it. Like, is it supposed to? Oh, Queen of Heart Tarts. Awesome. That is a very nice. That is a very interesting. I think, we have Rep Sophie coming up with interesting ideas again. Yeah, I could do like a Alice in Wonderland, or we could do a Queen Elizabeth. I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't capitalize on that. But yeah, interesting. Maybe I should do a Queen's Queen's, what do you call that? Botanical painting, drawing thing, where you like draw super accurately. I actually did think about doing that, for this challenge. But then, maybe it's not suitable for this painting. I'm not sure. I'm just kind of thinking through. Yeah, so in the end, I just like got stuck. So I started asking, the people on this channel, and then they said, okay, let's do the Misty Mountain. I was like, okay, fine, I'm doing it. So here I am doing it. Yeah, I'm not sure it's doing too well. I am trying my best. Hold on. Oh, wait. Never had queens, but persimmon. They have the Japanese variety, another, but I don't like them on the teeth. Yeah, I know, right? Chinese practice day. Oh yeah, Repsife says plus I am Alice. Yeah, I am, right? So I should do a tart. You have two types of persimmon. One's really soft that comes apart and touch it. One you can chew on. Oh, you mean there's two types? I thought the one that's really soft is when you have the one that's really hard and you let it kind of ripe too much, and it becomes soft. Just wondering. Oh yes, you're right. So It's smashing sketches. So we take channel is now called smashing sketches. He kind of like not want to. I think of his like nature of job right now. He's not supposed to go around saying he's retake. Oh well, yeah, but he's still quite active. Like he kind of comes to our urban sketches and stuff like that. So that's really really cool. Oh, I see. DRGL CV said, DRGS Pro. I'm hoping that he said. Oh yeah, he did. You did. So I saw CV's comment about Google is your friend, right? Google 是你的朋友. Yes, that's true. It's Google is your friend. Oh, so Paulo is talking. It's explaining about the persimmon. One is more red than the other. I know the red one is the one that's super soft, right? Okay. Okay, enjoy with the walking the dog, yes. Bye. See you. I didn't know there's two variety of persimmon. Like I always thought that it's like the persimmon going like soft because it just, you know, my dad lets it like, ouch, dry out. Oops. I knocked myself. Okay, so let me start painting right now, otherwise it's gonna take too long. Like I'm not sure when I'm gonna finish this. Let me just kind of just take that off with this like awesome kneadable eraser, which I have no idea it's so awesome until, you know, I think it was like that time where Kairusa was around and we were talking about like eraser and he was like, oh, you should use a kneadable, and everybody was like telling me like, what, you mean you've not used a kneadable? And I go like, no. And everyone was so shocked, and I realized that the kneadable eraser is like the most important thing in your repertoire. I mean in your stationery. Google is great. It is. Like use Google like almost every day, right? Cannot imagine like who in this world not use Google. Okay, I'm just going to very quickly kind of just wet this whole area. Okay, so just remember that we are doing our, okay, Misty Mountain, Misty. Woohoo. Okay, right. Then I'm just gonna kind of mix the colors right now. I'm not even sure. Okay, never mind. Let's just mix it. Like I'm gonna use more green here. So this is how it now looks. Okay. Just add more water to it. More green. Okay. And I'm just gonna. Then I'm gonna add more water to this. Okay, just kind of let that thing. Just let the water does its stuff. Okay. We think about, you know, what we're gonna do later. So I'm just gonna let that water just go in. I think I use a lot of water. You know, that's what I normally do when I paint. I use a lot of water. Okay. And then now I hope I can get a really, really dark value. So I will use another plate, right? I'm gonna try to make a really dark value because we want that tree over here, you know, to look really, really dark. Okay. So the painting part is that's where I have to work at it. Let's do it. Let's get a green. Okay, I'm gonna, should I use, I'm gonna use a pipette, right? I'm gonna use a pipette to get the water. Okay, all right. There. Oh, Google is great. Google is better than Bing. I know, right? You know what, like CB, how many of you can actually remember someone's handphone number like without like who? I can't, right? I must confess, I don't remember people's handphone number. I can't. I think you know, when you have the handphone with you all the time, why do you need to, right? When you have mobile with you, why do you need to remember someone's mobile number? But you know, you like, I still remember when we didn't have the mobile with us, we had to remember numbers. I think our memory is much, much better, isn't it? That's what libraries are for. Yeah, so as I was saying, you know, like how like the world just kind of makes you a bit lazy. No, I think it's more than a bit lazy. It makes you super lazy and just kind of forget, like you kind of not know what you need to do, you know, after a while. I guess that's how it is. Okay, so I'm just gonna drop like this is for the trees. I'm not even sure if this is like the best to do it, but yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, right. So just kind of note that this is not like the end like product, okay? Because in the end, yeah, I'm just gonna try to paint all the trees, okay? Do think about like areas that are kind of darker. There are some areas that are like lighter, so just kind of oh, hold on. Not even the RGS process. Of course, I remember his number. I think his number is the only one I kind of commit to my memory, and also like I guess my home, like house number. I think that's about it. Like I don't think I can remember anyone else's number. Maybe at my own. Oh no! And of course, like the police station lah, you know. Oh, you can remember before mobile too. But after that, how about like now? Do you still remember? Can you remember your son's number? Like, can you? Just testing. Can you? I think that's the issue like all of us have, right? After a while, and no one remembers anything anymore. How sad is that? I don't know. I think it's kind of sad. Oh well. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of just there's some of these like I don't know trees or structures. So I think just kind of trees along the side, little branches and stuff. I think I will make it a little bit more obvious later on over here. Okay. Oh, thank you. When I was born, I was. I don't think you're that old. If that you're that old, you'll be asking what is that? Like what do you mean by handphone? What is a handphone? I can't. Okay, so the issue with this paint, with this set of colors is, I could not really get like yellow. Okay, so now I'm gonna wash away my red and kind of just get the greens in, just on its own, right? Before I use a bit of that blue, just kind of make it change the color a wee bit, okay? Because we are, remember we only have these three colors. I'm just gonna make sure that we do have all these being represented, and then on certain sections, I will actually have, the our color, which is the what do you call that? Moon glow, okay, to kind of just appear, So very funny. The way that I am painting this is just so funny. Okay, there. So I'm just kind of dropping some of these colors in, okay? Because we do have some of these being really, really dark. Okay, like here. Okay, so I'm trying to follow. That's something that you need to. But I think after a while when it dries, it's gonna disappear, and I will have to use a darker color to have to let the paint kind of dry, and then I put the next layer on, okay, to get that color in. Our Zuhan must be asleep now. I know, right? He must be like, we'll be laughing and can imagine him snoring away while we kind of like talking about other stuff. So poor thing. I feel bad like sometimes I feel bad like choosing this timing when we all know like he's so far ahead, and the timing is just so punishing for him. I feel bad. Really, 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 really. So maybe one day we will do a little bit. I don't know. Maybe we might do it a bit earlier in future. I don't know. I'm still it really is subjected to a lot of things. So we'll see how that goes. I think it's a slight mistake that I actually paint this in first. Okay, so yeah, it's okay. I'm just gonna let it dry for a while before I continue. Oh, and CB says his phone number in 1978 was 8050. What? Like just 4 numbers? Really? Really? Wow. Like how is that even possible? Like wouldn't you get like I don't know. That seem to be very little numbers of doesn't have a lot of numbers that you can play with. Like what if you get the same number as someone else? Wouldn't that be I don't know. Oh, he's dreaming. Oh, Misty Mountain. I know, right? He's listening while sleeping. Poor Zhu Huan. I feel bad. I really feel bad for just having to make him stay so long for so late. Like stay so up so late for all the live streams. So yeah, but he does kind of like appear sometimes when we do like the urban sketching, when we do it in the morning. He would come and he would actually join, and sometimes you have Nancy join as well, especially when we do like the urban sketching, and we do have other people, like when we go and join the Urban Sketchers Singapore's events, and yeah, and then sometimes you guys will be there, so it's kind of nice as well. Oh yeah, 7 numbers for phone. Yeah, so it's are you for like real? Like is that real? Like for sure, CB, that there's only 4 numbers. What, like, when did that even happen? Like, how do you guys manage? Like, don't you guys have issues getting the numbers like cross over, because there's just so little numbers? Just wondering. Okay, I'm gonna now use some of the red. Okay, and let me see. I'm just gonna use red. I'm gonna make like a brownish red color. So that would be yeah, just kind of remember there are all these twigs that's kind of going on here. So I'm just gonna use those for the twigs. I might just kind of okay. And then same thing. Just kind of just let the texture. I'm just gonna do the texture of those trees that's in front. Oh, you like it? Thank you. Okay. So, CB says there were that few places with phones. You didn't need them. Oh, I see. Oh, I know. So they used to only have a few. I see. But don't you need to change a number all the time? I know in Singapore we started off with having, uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think 7 numbers or something. 7 numbers, and then it became 8, right? So it just goes like crazy. Like, and once they started to realize that they needed more numbers, we had to like add a suffix, like add another digit in front, so people can call, they can have more numbers. So that's something that I think is pretty interesting. Yeah, something that we wouldn't really know unless you live in that era. Like, I think if you tell like a kid that used to happen, they go like, oh wow, that is so primitive. Yeah, but that's true, things like that happened last time. I see. So if you want to dial another county, you need to call the operator to get you to. Oh, I see. But I think, yeah, I don't know. What about like, you can't talk to people on like at night when they're not working? Like when the operators are not working? What happens if they're not like, you can't call people at night? Is that how that works? Just wondering. Okay, so there are these like, we have to leave a bit of the white spaces around, because we do have these rapids that's going on in the middle. Oh, it's looking what happened? Hold on. Okay, I don't know why it's looking so odd. Why is it looking like that? Hold on, let me adjust. I think that what? Hold on. Why is it looking like that? I cannot stand it. Okay, hold on for a minute. Maybe I should like pause this for a while. Okay, and no. Auto white balance. Okay, that didn't work. Exposure. Put my hands here. Go. It didn't work. What? Like, why? Is it better now? Just like that? It's looking so weird. Is it because that black thing over there? I'm sorry for the lighting. I don't know why it happened this way. Let me adjust it. Oh, sorry. Looking better. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it like this first. I think could be the focus. Let me adjust the focus a wee bit. Oh, what is this? I'm so sorry, guys. Just let me adjust this a wee bit. It happens. It happens. Think that. Okay, sorry. I'm back. Much better. So sorry about that. Yeah, it just kind of happens sometimes like that. I have no idea why. Okay, now I have to switch to a smaller brush because we are going to paint. I'm not like jumping around, but yeah. Okay, let me just kind of paint the rocks. Okay. Think there's got to be a bit patient. I think there's you can't just run away from doing the work, of doing the details. So I just have to be patient to get the rocks painted, right? Okay. But I think I do need to adjust a little bit of that. Yeah, so I'm now painting the rocks. Oh, much. Okay, nowadays you get 4 numbers for the county, then 6 numbers for the form. 5 for the country. I see. So you have to remember all these numbers. That's just too much. I think that's a bit crazy. Like, I probably cannot. Luckily, you have the phone, right? the mobile. And everything is kind of just on the mobile. And you can just type friend's name and call. Don't have to worry about, remembering the string of 10 numbers or even more. Yeah. But I think, I guess, when before the whole phone, everything is like everything it's remembered, that your brain has to do is done by your phone. Previously, your little brain gets the kind of exercise it needs to kind of remember phone name numbers and stuff. But as time goes by, you kind of loses that kind of like exercise that your brain needs. So yeah, no good. I think that's not a good thing. Getting more and more. Okay. Oh, it looks like a Chinese painting, really? Oh, okay. I don't know. I think it's a little bit crazy, the colors. I think a Chinese painter will kind of maybe will frown upon the color use. Like, what are you? Why are you using so much colors? I don't know. But I think it's fun. Like, I've been looking for maybe a opportunity to paint 山水画, right? Like, you're referring to that, right? I'm looking for opportunities to paint 山水画, and then I think the Misty Mountain kind of give me this opportunity to try it out. So I think I'm always looking for new things to paint, and yeah, it's kind of fun, I guess. Let me just kind of take away some of that, water. So I have a lot of work to do, like really like a lot, definitely. Yeah. Your family member keep changing your. Oh no! Give me a number, I'll remember yours. Oh really? Really? It would totally go with Tsukuan style. Feels like Chinese painting, kind of feeling. Yeah, I guess it's the photograph. The reference photo does kind of help in like creating that kind of feel. I'm not sure if I'm doing a good job though. I'm sure if it's a Chinese painter, he will be so much better than me currently. I think I still think I'm actually using too much colors. Like I should have, I don't know, control it a bit. Now I'm just throwing in colors. Like, it's just a bit madness. Yeah, too much, I think. Okay, but I think it's kind of fun to add in all these elements. Mm, yeah. But it's okay, don't worry about it. Like you don't have to remember people's numbers because you have the phone. Remember, the phone will do all the job. So yeah, just let the phone does it. Like if you forget someone's number, just say, oh yeah, yeah, my phone just forgets. It's not me, it's my phone. I don't have your number. My phone doesn't. I don't have it. My brain is not. I can't remember your number. I don't know. Yeah. So anyway, I am just going to make this a whole lot darker. So yeah, trying trying my best to there's no rushing. I think there's no way. I can't rush this painting. It just have to be slowly build up. So it's gonna take a bit, okay? But yeah, we'll see how that goes. But of course, Chinese painters will paint a different way. I have not really taken Chinese painting classes before, but I've seen like videos on YouTube, and they definitely don't paint like us. Um, yeah. So yeah, trying my best right now to kind of create those texture. Okay, I'm not sure if this would be like the best way to do it. So just trying to also add some of the darker areas so that we do have a little bit of light dark some differences. Yeah, try my best. I am not sure if this is kind of the best, but yeah, it's always interesting to try out different styles. So it's just something that I think it's fun to try out. So now I'm going to paint the trees, like the pine trees. So I'm just gonna make sure that I have these texture, like trying to paint some of these details. Okay, so there. Okay, this looking a bit odd. So yeah, okay, this is kind of one. This is actually quite a nice one over here. So next is this one. So I'm just going to also do the same. Okay. So today I started a bit late because I was saying we had guests. So yeah, I can understand it being so late for people. Yeah, but I hope I can finish this by 1 o'clock. What time is it now? Oh, it's 12, so I should be able to finish. I think still got time. So I will just slowly, yeah, take my time. And I might actually use a little bit more water here. Okay. Maybe I would. No, I think I will work on this part because this is looking a wee bit strange. Let me just kind of stand out to look at the actual painting. Oh, you chose the perfect? Really? No, I think it's people who actually chose this. Yeah, they know what they're doing. I had them to, like, I had the right people to help me decide what to paint because I was like, should I paint this or should I paint succulent? I like succulent, yeah, but I also want to, I think this would be good. And people kind of like know, like, I don't know, I think these people watching here, like, they are all like artists and they know what's good and what's not. So yeah, I'm glad I have people here who are so who have good eyes and who have done a lot of painting. They know what's good and they could make very good suggestions. So I really thank you guys for all your nice good suggestion to paint this one. I might actually use another brush instead because this brush is really tiny. It take me so long to paint. So I am not so patient. Okay. Of course, I think the most difficult thing about painting using the limited palette is actually mixing darks because you've got to make ratio mixture of colors. Yeah, and you need to make enough of the colors. So that's a issue with it. Okay. And I always have problems getting enough colors, like mixing the right amount for enough for painting. Always. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure if this is actually the right. Let me kind of just take off that color. It's a little bit too dark. Um, okay. I'm not sure if this is the best. Kind of need to stand up and look at it a bit. Oh, this is tough. I think this is a little bit too much. What I'll do later on is actually put a bit of water to kind of just take this off. The color is a wee bit. Let me just put this up a bit. Whoa! Yeah, maybe like that. Okay, maybe better. Okay, so that you guys can see the whole painting. Okay, I'm just gonna put away things that are not supposed to be there. Okay, just too much water. So I'm just gonna that. You know, I think there's I must admit that there's certain parts, certain techniques that I'm not really good at. I think that include like painting trees, like big amount of trees like this. I should kind of learn. Maybe I should like read watch more YouTube videos on how to paint this kind of. Anyone here knows or have watched videos that or like particular artist is really good at doing this kind of thing, like these kind of like stuff. Oh, Nancy says me too. The second or third time around is totally different. Mixing, right? I know. Like you make this and it's like, oh, it's a bit more green, and then when you mix again, it's like, oh, it's totally different. I know what you mean. So you know, and after that you kind of like kick yourself because oh, that first mixture is actually the best, but you didn't mix enough of it. And when you try to mix it again, you don't get the right one. You go like, no, I hate limited palette, you know. I can, yeah, I think we do have the same issue. But yeah, do let me know if you guys know someone who has a good channel that teaches how to paint shrubs, fields of trees and stuff like that. Because I think I really want to make it, I want to improve and learn techniques that's related to painting subjects like this. Because I find like I'm not that good at it yet. Like definitely not good at all. So now I'm hoping I can actually take out some colors. Not sure. Trying my best. Okay, some of it is not possible. Oh no. Okay, I guess I just have to make this a bit darker later on. Man. Okay, put more water to this. Okay, and I'm going to kind of draw, like, just kind of add bits of stuff to it. Let's do it. There. Oh, I have a look at a Taobao card. Okay, sure. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Do help. Thank you for your help. Need help. Need help. I need help in this. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, I think sometimes it's a lot about like trying it out, and also I think it's also with the mixing. Sometimes if you don't mix it well, you might get into issues. So yeah, as you can see, I added water, right? But I'm still having trouble mixing this color here. So I am still trying to mix it. It's not working because I still can't get that color with the red. Maybe I added too much blue, but yeah, anyway. Okay, now I'm just gonna add some of these dark colors around. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's too dark. Yeah, but anywho. Yeah, so same thing here. I am just going to just put in the, can you see I'm actually a bit hesitating to move up because I think it looks really nice, and if I were to like kind of move up, I might just, you know, like lose the whole thing. Oh, you send it to me? Okay, sure. Thank you so much, Pain Hiding. Yeah, I need help. Do you, oh, you mean you cut those in your uh Taobao cards? Like you actually cutted drawing instruction books? I actually did, like I think I bought from Taobao before. But the only issue I have with them is they are in Chinese. I mean, not like I don't read, it's just that they're just kind of harder. Like it's harder to make out what they're saying. I understand Chinese, but it's just a little bit more difficult. Like I can't, what do we talk about? Like we can't really, for me, I think it's hard to make out the actual terms like granulation and stuff like that. It's a little bit hard if it's a language that you don't um, always use. I can understand, I can read, but I don't always use. So it be kind of foreign to me. So that's why I know there are a lot of books on Taobao, but I almost never buy books from them because of that. Yay! Video format is best, right? Been trying to learn how to paint trees too. Also not successful. Ah, okay. Oliver P. Pal? Pal? Okay, sure. Okay. Oliver Pal. Okay, I'll try to look at it, like how he teaches. Some people are just, they're so good at their trees. I'm never so good. I try my best. And then you have some people like who are just so accurate, um, you know, that they could just draw like the whole thing, the whole painting it's just about a tree, and like what, and I have a friend, I have a sketcher friend. She's so good at this, and she does botanical painting as well, like those pineapple and super detailed stuff like that. And I'm always like, thinking in my head like, what, how did you do that? I cannot imagine how you do that. And she's also really good at like painting trees and shrubs, and yeah, maybe I can learn from her. Yeah, so all these like super power, like these heroes, we should learn from these people. So I'm gonna add more water to this side. Okay, this paper on this side, I hope it will still hold. Like I think I'm using too much water, if there is such a thing as using too much water. Oh, definitely there is thing as called as known as using too much water. I am using too much water. Okay, so yeah, but I'm quite glad that I could get these interesting granulating colors going on with this palette. So very interesting colors. So I think it's a bit too wet. Okay, then I have to make sure that I add these are quite dark, so I want to make sure that I actually have this kind of the details in. So I'm just gonna use, I think for some of these I might just have to use it as like painted really like light. I'm not sure if this is too dark. This seems to be a bit too, the value is a bit too dark. Job. And then we have these tiny ones that's kind of at the back also. So I'm just gonna quickly just paint them in. Okay, and then I'll just paint these as well. So it's just gonna go like this. Okay, so that's the ones at the back. And then we do have some of these. Okay, I think I'll use let me just bring a dry tissue. Okay, and I'm just gonna kind of let this dry so that we get more like a dry brush effect here, because some of these are pretty maybe I'll change a brush as well. I think I'll find a thinner brush for this. Okay, because these are kind of thin, little spiky, and then after that we do have some water here to kind of just let it like dissolve kind of into the mist, right? And then just continue to kind of just just let water does its stuff. And I'm just gonna have some separation, so it does seem like you have a few layers of trees that's kind of behind. Okay, that's kind of going on. And then we do have these as well here, and then just kind of let it just spread. Okay, so some of these are like kind of at the background and some are in front. Just let it look soft. Then just I'm definitely using too much water, so I hope the other side is not going to soak through. We shall see. So I must say I'm quite impressed with the Bao Hong so far. You know, like no matter how much water I abuse it with, it's just holding up so well. So I must say it's like one of my favorite watercolor paper. Other than Arches, I think Arches is also the other one that is just, you know, you can do whatever to the paper and it's just kind of, it just will hold. And you go like, ooh, what sorcery? What do you do? You know, what do you do? Like, how do you make it so so strong? Can't imagine how they actually do it. Okay, so just gonna kind of just dab some of these away because they are kind of lighter. Okay, just kind of dab it off and then just kind of dab it a bit. Okay, and then over here, okay, there's these bits that's like pretty dark, so just kind of need to also paint it in. So this is like the darker part. Okay, I'm just gonna paint this in as well. Okay, this is dark, really, really dark. And then we have this, I think we are doing like a negative painting kind of thing over here. Okay, and then we have those greens. I'm just gonna kind of drop it. It's a bit crazy, like this green is just too much kind of thing. Yeah, like that. So we do have like the dark parts just kind of going on at the bottom here, and then some of these light parts. So we do have some of these like looking kind of in front of it. Oh, okay, sort of. Some of the Bao Hong dying. What? Like really? I'm trying to figure out if it's just hot press or both hot press and what do you mean it's dying? Like you getting the like little dots that's happening like when your watercolor paper dies. I somehow for me, I don't have such an issue with my Bao Hong. So far, they are still working fine for me. Like I don't get the spots and everything. So I think I must be pretty lucky. I don't know if you got a bad batch or something. Like so far, I have no issue at all with my Bao Hong. Bao Hong is doing well. I have nothing to complain about for this one. But I must say, I don't really like the cold press. I think I mentioned before, right? The cold press does, I feel, a bit, I think it's a little bit too dry for what I do, for the kind of like, I find that I have to use a lot of water to achieve this effect that I like. Oh no, not dots. The sizing expired. Ah, I see. Maybe it's a bad batch. I'm not sure. Like I think yeah, that happened to me for Saunders Waterford. So there was once I think a friend, a artist friend had like a lot of Saunders Waterford left, and he just gave us like a big batch of like gave us a few like quite a lot of it, and I was like, whoa, cool, free paper. And then I went back And then I realized, yeah, that it's spoiled. And I actually bought it for a demonstration with the Urban Sketchers. And imagine people watching and then you go like, oh my god, the sizing has the like is dead. And you know, people like, okay. Oh, you I will tell them, oh, this is what you do, your paint will look like that, but it didn't happen because it's dead. And I felt so embarrassed. Like I have to tell them, I'm so sorry, I didn't know that happened. And yeah, so well, that sucks, you know. Now I'm trying to mix another batch of darks. I tell you, I hate making darks. I now I understand why people don't like to use watercolor limited palette challenge, because of all the darks you have to make, and how crazy, how difficult or time consuming, and you can never get it back. Like you can never get back the same one that you have done, like mix. Ah, okay. Try my best. Take care. I will do it. I don't know. I think that's how it is. The issue you have with so never ever choose a super dark paint reference photograph. Okay, choose something that you don't really need to mix. Yeah, think if you are gonna do a drawing, choose something that doesn't have a lot of dark. So I think then there was once I did the Christmas market. Then that was, I think, last year when we used the Britney Spears palette. And I remember I had to mix dark all the like quite a lot of darks, and I was cursing the whole time. I keep getting the wrong color. I was like, no. So I'm feeling it like all over again now. Like, why? Why am I stressing out myself? So anyway, yeah. Oh well, I guess sometimes yeah, you just choose the wrong thing. Like what I'm doing now, just chose the wrong thing. I guess that's that lah. I mean, too bad. Next time don't choose this kind of painting anymore. This kind of reference photograph. Okay. It's called not learning from your lessons sometimes. Okay, so I'm kind of done with this part. I'm not sure if this is the best. Let me just kind of check. I think I have to, let me just bring it down, like kind of, it just look kind of strange if I don't do that. Okay. I think there's also one, like kind of a long branch that kind of just goes around like that. Okay. So we'll just do that. And then we have little bits of that green. So the problem with this palette is we don't have a yellow. So should I like just add a bit of yellow? You guys think I should use a bit of yellow? Whoever's around, could you like, anyone can give me an advice? Should I add a bit of green? Like yellow to the green so that we get a little, looks good? Really? No, I'm just wondering whether I should add a bit of yellow to the green so that we get like a yellowish green. Because I did say we can use a bit of yellowish green. I mean yellow. So I am gonna try, okay, to get a bit of like the yellowish green. Not yellow enough. Yeah, a bit more yellow. There. Alright. Sure? Sure? Alright. Okay. Doing it now. So now I'm just adding a wee bit of it. Not, I think, yeah, I may have to use a bigger brush. I think I'll use a bigger brush. I use my favorite brush from Jackson's. Okay, so just kind of just dab it around, I think. Yeah, something like that. So we get a bit of yellow. It does give us a bit more. I think it kind of looked a little bit better after adding that yellow. And then, yeah, it's like the little branches and the like leaves, and that's just going around. I might add more of that around if that's better. Yeah, maybe I'll add a bit of it because there's actually some yellow over here. Okay. like around here. Just add just a wee bit here. Okay, that's otherwise it's gonna look kind of weird. Then I'm gonna add a wee bit here as well. And here, it's like, oh, I feel like, okay, that's better. Finally looking like the painting itself. Because this part is so yellow, you know what I mean? So that here as well. I think that yellow does help kind of bring that whole thing, elevates the painting. Just a bit, you know, we're not using a lot of that green, just a little bit of that. So I'm just adding, can you see like that bit of green over there? And then maybe we just drop a bit of green here as well. Add more water. Almost! Oh, really? I should I draw someone? No, I don't think so. Because if I draw a person, he's gonna look like a stick person. I'm probably gonna draw a stick person walking through, you know. Not a good thing, not a good thing. Let's just keep it as it is, okay? Let's not draw stick people. It's gonna spoil. You know, like how Chinese painting, they always have a guy with an ox like walk across. For some reason, don't ask me why. I really have no idea why they do that. Like why? I don't know. Why they always draw like a person with a cow? Beats me. I'm not sure if this is the best. Okay, I'm having a brown here after adding yellow. I'm not sure if this is the best way to use it. Not sure. Thinking. Yeah, I'm just gonna add a bit of water. Oh, rabbit! Bird nest on a... Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe I should. Oh, maybe it's like a boat, right? How would the boat be like looking like? I'm just wondering, like how would that work? Oh, missing. Oh, let me just put it back. Sorry for taking it off. Okay. Okay, I don't know if this is the right one. This is looking a bit weird here. Just take this off. Okay, it's looking a wee bit weird. Should I draw a boat? But this is kind of a rapid, right? It doesn't look like the kind that's like... how does would a boat be on this? No, maybe I'll draw a bird. Maybe it's easier to draw birds, isn't it? Okay, let me just draw birds. It's easier to draw birds. Okay, we're seeing the super dark color that I have. I'm just gonna like do little specks. Oh, this is weird. Oh no, this is so weird. Okay. Oh, you're talking about the moon, right? I remember. This is weird. Okay, no more. No bird, no bird. The boat might... Ah, I see. Where should I put the moon? We have a moon. Wait, let me just kind of like Google, like, let me check. Google is my good friend. 谷歌是我的朋友。我找一下那个什么mountain and moon 山上的月亮 oh man okay moon mountain did I just search the same thing? Okay, let me just kind of look at the video, see if there's any, I mean like picture. Oh, there it's very bright actually. Is that like a kind of a like moon mountain day? Left corner. Oh, hold on. Do I use color pencil for anything? Oh, I don't really use because I'm so tired and lazy. I'm very lazy. Because I'm not lazy, I'm impatient. So I don't really like to see I don't really like to wait for like you for color pencil you have to like you have to make all the strokes to fill stuff up. I'm just being super lazy at it. So I almost never do that. So can I like, I don't know, is it better for it to be here? Let me kind of look for a picture. Oh wait, hold on. Daytime. Daytime. All right, go. Is there such a thing? Image. Oh, okay. I think it looks a little bit like, um, how should I do this without it? I think it has to be really, really, really light. So let me just, so how have you been using the color pencils? You know, when I first started painting, how do you start how do you start with art? I know it's something that I always like to ask people. How did they start with art? So paint in hiding, how do you start with painting? Like, did you like kind of watch something on YouTube and then it just suddenly give you this urge to want to paint, or what? Just wondering. This is such a weird looking. Oh, okay, phew. Luckily, it's not a burglar. Rain is okay, you know. How do you start painting? How about Red Sophie? I think Red Sophie recently went. Was it a few months back? You went for urban sketching, but I wasn't there because it was an IGOU, wasn't it? Ah, my moon didn't work. It looks so weird. I'm sorry. I think no. I'm gonna like kind of try to delete it. It's so weird. Ah. Okay. Sorry, it didn't work. Even though this one doesn't work either. So luckily this is like I can remove. So I'm not gonna do anything. Ah, weekend sketches. Okay, okay, cool, cool, cool. And you all went somewhere like I think was it MBS? Was it? CB says watercolor pencils are cool. Have some at home. I do have the Intense, but I've not used it before. Like I don't really use it very much because, as I said, I'm very lazy and I'm very impatient. I would like to have a brush and I'll just make everything, paint everything over. Yeah, but no. If you ask me to use a color pencil and take, like, it might take me forever and I'll be like, okay, I'll give up. Give me my paint and brush and water and I'll fill this up in like 1 second. So I impatient person. Oh, you haven't started, I see, using color pencils yet. Researching for a good set. I think Prisma, is it Prismacolor? Prismacolor is supposed to be a really good brand. I think there's also like but I don't know where Prismacolor is, which brand. Is it Prismacolor is the brand? God. Ah, close to two. Wow, that's a while back, huh? Are you going to go for the next urban sketching event? So I think for this piece, I'm not gonna add anything else to it. I'm just going to, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I might actually add some darks to this. But this is almost complete. Pain in Hiding says, I dabbled in art since I was young, so okay. All came first. Oh, okay. But then education came, okay, I see. Or you started with oil and then you had to study, right? Focus on study, okay. Oh no, your dad got hospitalized. You started painting again for art therapy. Ah, okay, that's interesting. How do you get into oil? I think oil is a very specialized feel, like a very specialized media. Like you really need to go and like be like really intentional. Like for us, I mean, because I started off with the urban sketches, so I kind of started with watercolor because everybody's using watercolor and it's just so easy to be like kind of introduced to it. But to do oil, you really need to like want to do it and start to like intentionally learn oil. Was it like because you wanted to learn to paint oil painting? Yeah, is your dad all right now? Yeah, I hope everything's okay, like on your side. You know, I think I remember you mentioned like the reason why you're called pain in hiding is because your parents or people in don't really approve of you painting, right? I think we all have that most of us here, or a lot of us here, do have that issue, you know, with having to paint, and people not being really supportive of your idea of being a painter. Yeah. But I'm glad that you do find it like it's therapeutic for you, and it's a therapy kind of. Yeah. Oh, it's okay, but chronically. Oh. I hope you're not the only caregiver. But even if you're a caregiver, I think it's always good to also sometimes de-stress and do things that makes you happy. Um, yeah, like otherwise you can get burnout, which is really, really crazy. I think it's one of the worst thing can happen to someone. Mm. So yeah, do reach out if you need us, you know, like help. Or I mean, I don't know if how much we can help you with, but if you need a listening ear, or if you need to talk about you know, art with us, I think we will very happily talk about art, and you can think about other stuff. Not always think about work and yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, Payne Honey says, I'm ironically enough, her parents sent her for a course. Oh, wow. That is crazy. Oil. Okay, my parents, my mom, I think people here who you know, have been in my listening to me for, like, have been watching me for a while, know that I also had issue. I won't say issue, but I love art, but my parent didn't want me to do art because they said it was not like a feasible uh, work, like physical career. Yeah. So, and they did send me, my mom did send me to a like a oil pastel class, okay, when I was really, really young, like kindergarten, really, really young. That's like as supportive they as she is, you know, for art for me. But at least you went and do oil, which is, wow, it was so cool. I wonder when I have not touched oil like in my life, so I do hope one day I will have a chance to do oil painting. Yeah. All right, your parents the same, isn't it? Yeah, I know. Like we're all in the same. We're all poor Asian kids. No lah, I'm not lah. My parents are actually quite nice. They do let me do whatever I want. Except when I was young, you know, they kind of discouraged me from doing art because it's not a feasible. You know, Asian parents being Asian parents. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, there you go. I think I'm quite happy with this piece. Um, it's kind of messy, but I like it. I don't know if you guys like it, but I think I like it. So I hope you guys had fun watching me mix dark colors and get so frustrated because all my darks are so different. Oh, I know, right? Slowly, I cannot imagine because I'm not caregiver right now, but I can imagine how difficult it is when you kind of need to take care of people while you also need to take care of yourself. I think it's important. Taking care of yourself is like, I guess, the most important thing you can do. Because if you're not well, how are you going to help, you know, the person that you're taking care of? So I think that that's the most important thing. So if you're feeling a bit tired, if you're feeling a bit like stressed out, do rest, paint. I then think it will help. Oh, I yeah, I know it's okay actually to cry. I think to let off some of the stress. Yeah, but I guess, you know, life still goes on. And yeah, don't think too much. Just take a day on its own, take a day at its time, and time it will be better. Yeah, one day be better. Hugs. Oh. Mm. Whoops. Sorry. I spilled water. Okay, because I'm cleaning up my palette. So this is kind of like what we have. Um Okay, good. Okay, yeah, so I think this is I'm kind of done today. I'm not sure if this is the best, but I'm happy as it is. Yeah. This and this, I mean, there's still a difference, but I'm happy that I could actually get this color. Yeah, and the other side, can you see how much water I use, right? And on this side, yeah, it's still fine, it's not like, it's a bit warpish, but it's working fine, so yay. So this is what I did today, the succulent ink and wash, um, nothing fanciful, it's just really quick thing, and just to kind of test out the pen, and then this one, yay. Happy painting, that's cool, that's cool. Oh, Nancy, thankfully both my parents didn't mind. Your mom gave art supply during Christmas or for birthday. Papa san also encourages help out. Oh, so nice. Good for you, Nancy. Yeah, I think it's always nice to have people support. Like, I think the RJS Pro is very supportive, so I'm quite lucky in that sense. And he kind of he also appreciates some of the art stuff that I make, and he makes really good comments. Like, he sometimes will give me good advice. So yeah, I think I'm quite lucky. And I think now my parents, because I'm a working adult, I'm making money with what I'm doing in the daytime day job. My parents are kind of proud of me in a way that, sometimes I show them like the kind of art that I do. I mean, they, since young, they understand, like they know that I like to paint, and I'm not bad at it. But they don't really they don't want me to pursue that as a career, but they don't say it's useless stuff. They just say, oh, don't do art, do something else. But some, now when I show them my art, they are kind of happy. They say, oh yeah, I think this is really good that you have done. And I feel kind of like happy, so I guess, yeah, kind of, yeah, not that traumatic in the end also. So yeah. Oh, Pain in Hiding says, oh, I know, right? Lindsay, the frugal crafter. I know she's always like so full of energy, and I watch her. I think this is like one of those people that I can't remember her name. A lot of people I don't. I watch them, but I don't. I think her and Kimberly Clark. Is it Crick? Kimberly Crick. Otto Kano. A few of them. Yeah, but she's also one of those that I watch when I first started painting, watercolor and stuff. And she's like one of the first people that I watch. And she always reviews stuff, very interesting. Ah, okay, you check her out when you look for cheap art supplies on sale. Yeah, I know, right? Like, she knows, and she actually does a lot of stuff like crafting, and she reviews all sorts of watercolor supplies and craft supplies. And I think I even watched her do like flowers, like she did like dried flowers and for craft, and it's so interesting. Okay. So Sophie says, oh, okay, for USK stuff, part of the reason I find it hard is cause I find it difficult to wake up in the morning. I see. I think you can come later, but just, you might not be able to finish. But I think it's a small thing. Like, if you really want to see what people do or how people sketch, I think it's actually okay to come in a little bit later. I don't think we mind, just that you can't finish. Maybe you draw a bit smaller. You can come maybe at 10 o'clock and you have 2 hours still. I can bring a little small, like half, maybe A5, and you should be able to finish. I don't know. Yeah, CB has very good advice. He escapes. Oh, okay. By Lego, gaming, and walking and art when he's in the mood. Yeah, these are all very nice things to do. Like, especially walking. I think walking in nature, especially like in the Misty Mountain, through the Misty Mountain, it's one of those things that you will kind of like rejuvenate you. And I don't know how close you guys are to nature. In Singapore, I wouldn't say we are never that close, but at least we kind of I hope I am actually staying in, let's say, Norway or like Canada, where there is like access to the mountains and fresh air and trails, and like being able to walk up a mountain and look down and see how small you are, how big the world is, kind of thing. In Singapore, we're just very urbanized. So I'm kind of missing that part of my life. Like I felt like, if a walk in a park as good as like a walk through the nature and looking at mountains and stuff like that. So if you have the chance, do go and walk in the park, walk in a trail, walk in the um what do you call that? Walk in somewhere like a nature. Yeah. Oh, Nancy says she takes care of her mom and little sis. Oh, yeah. I guess especially for mom. I guess I would do anything for my mom. So if she's sick, I probably will take care of her. So yeah, I think we all of us been through, like all of us will go through, who have been through or will go through one of these things in our life, definitely. Yeah. Too hot. I know Thailand is just so hot. I cannot imagine how you Thai people can take it. Like sometimes the reason I give like for not going to Thailand is I would say, oh, I am not going. I don't want to go Thailand because it's so hot. So yeah, Singapore's hot too, but somehow I don't know. It felt to me like Thailand is hotter. Don't know. Could be my imagination. I have no idea. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I'm done with this piece. So I hope that you guys enjoy today's the I don't know chit chat and the demo. Yes, we'll pray for you. Hope you meet a handsome, understanding husband who can take care of you so that you don't have to be so stressed up and who lets you paint whenever you want and give you money to buy paint stuff. Yay! Okay, pray for you. So yes, so thank you so much for watching. I think this is the most I can do. I'm not gonna add in birds or whatever. Not gonna put in moon. So I'm gonna stay. This part I'm not so happy with, but yeah, we shall see what else I can do. Oh no, don't worry. I think that's it's interesting to always like find out about people, like understand their life story, so you kind of like can understand them in a deeper manner. And of course, thank you so much for sharing, because it's difficult for people to share sad things about themselves or very personal things. So I'm really happy. Thank you so much for sharing with all of us what's happening, and we will be there for you. Okay. All right. All right, everyone. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I will stop here. See you guys soon. And next week, we'll be doing the show and tell. So please, if you are going to use this palette, do send me your photograph, okay? The reference photograph for in the Discord server, go to the reference section to look for the portrait and paint, then draw the lady and paint it. And I hope you guys also be able to, do a dessert, all right? And share with us, okay? All right. Oh, you did. They both passed. Oh, take care. Hugs. Oh, today we're giving a lot of hugs to everybody. Today's mass hugging day. Yeah, but I mean, you did what you can. I think they appreciate it, and you already show your love for them. That's the most important thing. Yeah. So I do hope to see you guys come and send your photograph to me, send your work to me, and everything. Okay. Thank you, everyone. CB says it's surrounded by hill and streams, kind of idyllic apart from the situation you're in. Yeah, I do appreciate. I guess that will kind of help you too, right? Going around, checking out what's like, looking at land, sheep, and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. Have a good weekend, everyone. See you guys again. Do send me a photograph. Okay, it's like I'm telling you guys so many times. and hope CB will have some inspiration, and we'll see a pumpkin latte from CB, or maybe like a, I don't know, peanut cake. Okay. Good night, everyone. See ya. Bye bye. Thank you.